I do believe that this is part of the process of evolution of city centres. It's been changing over the last 10 years. Online shopping has taken over. Retail is on the high street is changing. Microsoft in Oxford Circus, for example, flagship shop, opened last year, doesn't expect to sell much. It's about experience. It's about introducing its brand to people who will come in and try different games or whatever their products are and then go home and buy them. So that is now what's happening now, I think, is although it was changing, COVID-19 is accelerating that process. And we've got to go with it. And we've got to start helping businesses, helping local authorities to make those decisions that is going to keep city centres alive.
The challenge for a place like the West End, and this applies equally to big cities up and down the country, is if they don't have a residential base, they are utterly dependent on people making the decision to travel in. And at the moment, people simply don't want to travel in, and they can't work out why they should travel in.
Yeah, and I get that. And, the message was very clear at the beginning of this crisis: stay home, work from home if you can. And now, as we are getting to know the virus and we are being able to, deal with it, the track and trace systems are up and running now, means that we can jump on spikes, and we are doing so. So it is giving people the confidence now to come back to work, because we do need these city centres to come back to life. But your point about having people living in city centres, I think that's the next stage, to be honest. And that's what the government's looking at. It's looking at the planning process. What is needed now? Do we need to have changes in planning uses? Do we need to start looking at commercial properties, which, we might not need as many commercial properties, but we need residential properties. We need, we've got a shortage of homes, particularly in London. I can see in the next 10 years more people beginning to live in the centre of cities like the West End. Lots of people do already live there, but I can see more people moving in because we will create more homes in those commercial areas. And I think that's the right thing to do. We've got to evolve